Before you watch the video, disclaimer, because apparently people don't understand that you can have an opinion about something without supporting something. I am not condoning any of the alleged acts that the individual involved is currently dealing with even after his passing. Just because I have an opinion about people dying does not mean I suddenly condone the actions that people are accusing people of. Thank you. So unfortunately, we found out that a YouTuber named TwoMad, a guy who started off when I first found his content, he was making things like the Overwatch compilations, the Apex.exe style videos, which is a very meme heavy style of video. I happen to be an extremely big fan of that type of content. I've even tried to replicate it myself. But then as he got more and more successful, he went over to really embrace that meme culture type of energy, and he started doing his own real life content, and he started doing some things that, you know, some people can agree with, and then some things that we would just deem as unacceptable, but he was blurring the lines for both of those little sections. Now, recently we just found out he passed away. He had a drug overdose at the age of 23. 23, you haven't even lived your full life. If anything, you haven't even experienced all the things in life that you could or should experience. Now, honestly, I feel like it goes back to one of my earlier statements when I was speaking about Kai Cenat, or I was speaking about Aiden Ross, where I feel like it's very dangerous for people to achieve fame and a rich status or a level of infamy at such a young age. I feel like these people who get famous or they go viral and they stay viral, they tend to be, you know, out of control if they come out too early, like 18, 19 and stuff like that, because, you know, our brain never fully stops developing until we're like 24, as males 25. And sometimes they say we won't even reach the final stage of development in our brain till we're 40, right? I am not happy to see another YouTuber die. I'm not happy to see another black child die, because at the end of the day, 23, you're still a kid, man. You haven't learned everything. I'm barely 27 right now. So it's like, this dude, I've only lived on this earth 4 years longer than this man. So it's like, it's sad to see when YouTubers like these pass away in the ways that they do, just the way it's sad to see that rappers pass away the ways they do with these drug overdoses and stuff like that. I honestly just wish we didn't have to rely on drugs or alcohol or any type of substance that, you know, could have these type of fatal results, but then we don't know why people do what they do. It's unfortunate, but the real horrifying thing about this is I feel like this generation and the previous generation, because social media has made us so numb to things that we can just see like a live leak video of somebody passing away and we don't feel anything towards it. We've gotten extremely comfortable with joking around with people dying. And it's a big issue because we got to understand this is actually somebody, like, their story ending. This is them disappearing. They're gone. They're not coming back. And we get so comfortable. We like to say stuff like, oh, we're smoking his pack, or, you know, his death is nothing, or he gonna see it in hell, or whatever. It's like, bro, death is not a joke. That's it. That's your life. You're gone. And the fact that people are just so excited to celebrate the death of a 23-year-old person who they're claiming he has crimes and all this, and I'm not gonna sit there and deny what he's done. I'm not gonna sit there and say he's a good person, because I don't know him. I don't know the man. I don't know anything about him. Like I said, I only watched his .exe videos, but that was it. I didn't watch him when he became the content creator he was towards the end of his life. But I'm never going to be excited to see somebody die, and especially if they later find out that they had mental issues or there was something that was going on behind closed doors that they were struggling with. At the end of the day, everybody commits actions that we deem as unforgivable, whether you think it's small. To somebody it may be something big. His allegations, if he did those things to that girl that they're claiming that he had a, you know, interaction with, then I pray that that girl gets the recovery that she needs. To the people that they're claiming he threatened to harm or, you know, unalive them, I pray that those people get the closure that they need. But it also is kind of weird because a lot of these people who are claiming for him to be horrible and all this, why do we wait till somebody dies to finally start saying the things that we need to say about the person. If this person has been doing all this horrible stuff to you, then why wait till he dies to say it? Call him out while he's alive. That way he can atone for the sins he committed while he's alive. But we wait till he dies and people are starting to mourn over him to shout, hey, by the way, this guy was a bad person. And if he did those things to you, I agree, he should have to suffer the consequences of it, but have him suffer the consequences of it while he's alive, because he did it to you while he was alive. Don't wait till he's dead to start trying to, we need to shame him and shun him and tarnish everything about him. If he did these things, then condemn him while he's here, because now, whether his family knows about what he did or not, you're still eliminating their chance to properly grieve over their child or their brother or their sister or whatever he was to these people, right? You guys eliminate their ability to properly mourn because they may have had experiences or know things about him that a lot of us don't know, but we're so comfortable with making fun of dead people and celebrating people dying that we completely forget that there's people attached to everybody. If either one of us, anybody watching this video, passed away right now, whether you believe it or not, there's somebody that's going to be negatively affected by your passing. There's somebody that's going to mourn your loss, whether it be a parent or a family member or even somebody you just had a conversation with every day. You guys get so happy to push somebody down when they pass away, to sit there and trash them. But a lot of these people, let's keep it a stack, a lot of the people on the internet who are celebrating his death for the stuff, the horrible atrocities that he did, some of y'all probably have done even worse. A lot of y'all have probably done even worse. I know a lot of these blue check YouTuber guys that are sitting there gassing it up. I guarantee you, if you open up something, you go into their history or their personal lives, a lot of these people have done something similar or worse, but they just haven't got caught. And that's the thing about life, is we can sit there and call people's behaviors out, but a lot of us who call out these behaviors are hypocrites because we've done the same thing. We've done horrible things. So it's just so backwards. You celebrate somebody dying, but at the end of the day, one day you're gonna die. But you don't want people to make fun of you when you pass away, but you have no problem making fun of people when they pass away. I don't know this dude. I don't know anything about this dude. So it's the fact that I've learned more disrespectful things about the man when he died than when I look up him and I actually look at the stuff he was doing and people that were actually rocking with him. Like, truly, they're hurt by it. And I'm not gonna celebrate somebody losing somebody that they may have had a symbolic connection with. We're too comfortable with making fun of people dying. Like, death is a real thing. People need to understand that. And the fact that everybody is just so numb to it because they all feel like there's nothing after, whether you believe in a God or not, or you believe that something's gonna happen at the end or not, death is still death, man. It's still death. He's gone. And you guys are just parading around it like he was Hitler at this point. And it's just crazy to me.